Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wizard of Three Productions. Today we're taking a look at breeding in Ark Survival Evolved. Now, when it comes time to breeding, either for boss fight or cave smashing, you're going to want to start with high-level parents. High-level parents will have the stats that you want in your offspring, however, typically they're not the same. As such, you want to discover which one has the best stats, and if your child has the best stats as well. As you can see here, Daddy has pretty good health at 2,800, and it transferred to the child. Now, with that said, there are some things that you don't want to do. For instance, you will notice that this is a much better Thylacoleo with 5,000 health and 600 melee, but that doesn't seem to have transferred over to this child. And the reason for that is because I have leveled up this Thylacoleo and I have imprinted it. Level ups and imprinting does not transfer to the children of that offspring. So if you plan on breeding it, don't level it up and don't use an imprinted offspring. Once you're done getting the perfect stats in your baby, this will become either a creature that you want to use, or you can do what I'm doing now and go ahead and imprint it. Such a goofy kitty. Once you imprint it, you will receive 20% increase in all stats. So this includes health, stamina, oxygen, melee damage, so forth, so on. When you're riding the creature, you will also get an imprint buff. The imprint buff allows you to deal more damage and receive less damage while riding that creature. Once you have done deciding whether you want to imprint or not imprint your creature, we can now talk about whether or not you want to build a boss fighting army with it or not. If you do want to build a boss fighting army with it, don't imprint it, because those stats, those increase in stats, will not transfer to the offspring. What you do want to do is leave it, let it grow up. Once it's reached full maturity, replace one of the breeder parents with this new baby, or tame. By doing that, you're increasing the chances that you will get the perfect stats you want out of that creature in another baby, but this time you're looking for the opposite gender. So in this case, because it was a male, I replaced the breeder male with the perfect parent male, and I would start looking for a perfect parent female. Once that occurs, you then go ahead and replace the female breeder, or in your case male, depends on gender. But once you have a set of perfect parents, you can then start breeding out more children that will have exactly the same stats every single time, unless there's a mutation. As far as mutation goes, there's two methods. There's the soft method, and then there's the hard method. The soft method is you keep breeding until you get a baby that has a higher level and more than likely a different color. These are Christmas event kitties, that's why they're green. But you will get a increase in a stat randomly. It could be in health, it could be in stamina, it could also be in food. If you get one that you don't want or has junk mutation, you're going to have to figure out whether you want to keep it or get rid of it. But in most cases, I would strongly recommend getting rid of it. If you do get one that does have an increase in the stats that you want, such as health, melee, or in Argentavis's weight, you can then replace either the male or the female, depending on the gender, of the perfect parent line with the mutated child. This will allow mutations to occur in future breeds. So if I have a mutation in health in the next child, per se, I would replace one of the perfect parents with the mutated child, and that increase in health will continue in the breeding line. Now, you're allowed 20 maternal and 20 paternal However, if you want to go hardcore, you can go with nothing but mutated males, and you can breed them with non-mutated females. This will allow pretty much unlimited mutations. However, it will take forever because you're only allowed to keep the males that have been mutated, no females. That's the best way to get the most overpowered dinosaur in the entire game. I've run Giga lines like this, but I'm going to tell you right now, even with highly boosted mating rates and breeding rates, it took me about a whole week of solid breeding just to get a Giga to about 400 melee. And like I said, I could grow Rexes from baby to adult in 10 minutes. So yeah, mutations is very difficult to work. But if you do work them, it will make any dinosaur in the game highly overpowered. Alright, so with that said and done, I bid you all a fond farewell, and I will catch you later in the next video. Until then, adios.